Hi, I'm Scott and I'm reviewing some black Wagyu beef Sukiyaki from Family Mart, Japan.
いらっしゃいませ。
The cost is 558 yen, which is $3.71. Calories, we're talking 297 for this one pack, but I'm going to be having it with some white rice, this one here, which is 252 calories, and also a raw egg, which is 60 calories. So total, we're talking 609. So what is sukiyaki? It's a one-pot dish that you cook and eat right at the table. It's great for parties and family meals and often eaten in the winter, especially at New Year. So what does it taste like? Well, imagine thinly sliced Wagyu beef swimming in a sweet and savory broth. So this broth is made from soy sauce, sake, sugar, and mirin, which is like a sweet cooking sake. It also includes lots of other goodies like tofu, shiitake mushrooms, carrots, and shirataki noodles. And when everything is cooked, you grab some out with your chopsticks and you dip it into some raw beaten egg to give it a nice creamy flavor. But don't worry, eggs in Japan are really safe to eat raw. This particular sukiyaki pack, which I got from the Family Mart, has two special features, which I want to mention. The first one is that it's made using a very special soy sauce. Kuradashi Marudaimame Soy Sauce, which has a high protein content, a sharp flavor, and a strong umami taste. The second one is that the beef in this comes from black Wagyu cattle, which is said to have a richer and sweeter aroma with plenty of marbling, giving a nutty, buttery flavor profile. So while I heat these up in the microwave, let's go in for a closer look. It comes in this really cool black packaging. It says on the cover, Japanese Black Beef Sukiyaki in English, so it's easy to see what's going on there. 297 calories. This is the pre-cooked rice, which you just microwave, and of course, a raw egg. So remember to open it up a little bit before you microwave it so it doesn't explode. So there's the fluffy white rice, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is my first look to see what's actually inside this mysterious little package. You can see it's got some beef in it, which looks lovely and tender and juicy. Quite a high fat content, which is supposed to be lovely and sweet. It has some noodle mixed in with it as well. And there's a big shiitake mushroom over there in the corner, which looks nice and fresh. One tiny little piece of carrot, which is probably just for decoration, and two quite sizable pieces of tofu, which have been grilled on the top. So I'm having some raw egg with this one, and you get some of the beef, get a big chopstick full, dip it in there, and then bounce it off the top of your rice, and in she goes. So you just repeat the process until you're all finished. But actually, I find it difficult to eat with the chopsticks, so I'd recommend doing it with a spoon if you've got one handy. It's probably easier. Okay, these are roasty toasty. I'll put them down here. I'm gonna get my egg ready here. I've never actually broken an egg on camera before, so let's give it a try. Oh, oh, okay. I've got a few bits of eggshell in there. Give me a few seconds to take these out. Okay, we're good to go. Let's give this egg a bit of a mix up here. Do 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 do. I don't want to get this all over my computer. Oh, it's roasted. Oh, the smell is just crazy. Oh, now that smells really top notch. See if we can get a bit of a look there, see what it looks like. Again, it's a little tricky to show you today because of all the kind of soupy bits in there. And also, I'm going to open up my white rice here, my steamed rice, which for me, I couldn't eat this without rice. Just one of those dishes. So first, what we'll do, we'll have a little taste of the soupy part. So it smells very beefy and very, very rich. So, and it's really hot. So I'm going to try the soupy part first, just to see how the flavors all come together. Oh, wow. That is some intense stuff. You can really feel the beefiness. You know, this beef it's said to have quite a sweet flavor, which comes from the actual fat itself. You can really sense like the sweetness, not from the sugar or the mirin. This sweetness is coming from somewhere animalish. Oh, that's really, really good. So let's see, I'm going to use chopsticks just to show you what it's like here. So, of course, as we saw before, we have one big shiitake mushroom, like this, which is in the corner here. And then we have the noodles, which is the shirataki, I think it's called. Noodles, it's all kind of mixed in. And we have like big pieces of beef, very, very thinly sliced. But there seem to be quite a few pieces in there. See there? You can see the steam coming off that, it's really, really hot. And then we have, there should be a carrot in there somewhere, but I've not come across it yet. But we have a couple of pieces of tofu, like this. It's quite thickly cut tofu, and it looks like it's already soaked up quite a lot of this lovely sukiyaki sauce. So I think we should go straight in for a bit of a taste test. Let's take a big load of beef here, and I'll dip it into the egg like this to get it nice and creamy, all nice and covered. And then I'll stick it on top of some rice there, just to show you how people normally eat it. And then in she goes. The quality of the beef is absolutely top notch. It almost melts in your mouth. It's just really good quality. So the price of this sukiyaki set is not so cheap because it does have this top quality black Wagyu beef in it. And looking at it, probably there's, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 pieces in there. It's difficult to show you here, but there's probably about 5 or 6 pieces of Wagyu in there, which for the price I think is quite reasonable. So let's try the mushroom. So the mushroom has this lovely design on it like this. It's cut really nice, typical Japanese style. So also we'll dip this into the egg and that mushroom is so juicy, and it just got a little bit of kind of an al denteness to it. It's like got a little bit of bite to it, but it's just perfect. I'm going to go in with the spoon because I think it's going to be easier to eat with rice here. So we'll put some of the beef like this into the egg, and then we'll have it with some more rice this time. So it's a little bit easier to eat with a spoon for me. So there, oh, look at that, look at that. How does that look? Does that look nice? That looks top notch to me, okay? Okay, so rating wise, I'm gonna give this 4 stars out of 5. I didn't give it 5 because I could have done with just 1 or 2 more pieces of beef just to kind of, you know, fill it up, give it that little bit more depth to it, because I think 5 or 6 pieces, the pieces of beef were not all that big, but it's really good for an introduction to this dish, and get it with some rice, get yourself an egg if you're brave enough, and I think you're gonna have a really good time. So yeah, very good one. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.